Hi, this is Suzanne for Rainbow Loom. Today I'll be showing you how to make the Liberty Twist bracelet. This is an intermediate level design. To make this bracelet you will need 28 A colored bands, 22 B colored bands, 22 C colored bands, and a C-clip. It's a good idea to have your supplies ready before you begin, so pause the video here until you're ready to follow along. Now, let's get started. Place your loom so that the red arrow is pointing away from you. First, place 13 A-colored bands along the left side of the loom. We'll start from the center pin. Place your first band from the center out to the left. Move it down. Place the next band over that, going up the left side. And continue to place one band over the other in a single chain up the left side of the loom. We'll fast forward from here until we reach the end of the loom. And once you place this band, the last band will be placed to the middle pin. Then you return to the beginning of the loom and start from this pin and place an A-colored band out to the right. Push that down, place another band above it, and continue placing the bands in a single chain up the right side of the loom. We'll fast forward from here until we reach the end of the loom. And this last band will be placed to the center pin. Now we'll place a cap band on this last pin. Grab an A-colored band, 2 fingers through each side, twist it into a figure 8, turn it back upon itself, and place it on that last pin. Then move your bands down, and you're ready to begin the next step. Refer to the diagram on your screen as we place a pattern of 4 bands on the loom. We'll start from this pin here, and we'll use a C-colored band and stretch it to the center. Then we'll place band 2C that way, and then 3B, and then 4B. We repeat that pattern again, 1C, 2C, 3B, and 4B. I'll fast forward from here. Please pause the video and refer to the diagram on your screen until you reach the end of the loom. And there we place the last bands on the loom. We'll do a quick check of the bands and push them down. And then we'll get ready to start looping. Now we're ready to start looping the bands. Turn the loom around so that the red arrow is pointing toward you. We'll start from the center pin, and we'll loop the first 2 bands on the loom. Pull back the cap band and grab the first A band on the top and pull it out to the left. You know you've grabbed the right band when it forms that teardrop shape. Now we'll loop this other A band out to the right. Now follow the diagram on your screen to loop a pattern of 12 bands. We'll start from this pin and we'll loop 1A to the forward pin. On this side we'll loop 2A. Pull the bands back and loop that forward. 3B, and 4B. Five C, and 6C. 7A, all the bands above that pulled back, loop the A band forward, then 8A, 9B, 10B, 11C, and 12C. I'll fast forward from here. Refer to the diagram on your screen to loop this pattern of 12 bands until you reach the end of the loom. The last 2 bands will be pulled to the center pin. I'll show you that when we get there. And then here at the end, these last 2 bands will be pulled to the center pin. And there we finished looping all of our bands. Now that we've finished looping the bands, we're ready to finish the bracelet. On this last pin, pull all the bands up to the top. Slide your hook down through the channel and tilt it out to the side. Make sure that all the bands are around the hook. At the end of your hook, place your A colored band and pull back. Slide your hook back. As you pull it through the channel, place both bands up on your hook and slide it up to the thickest part. Then with your fingers, lift the bands from the pins on your loom and then remove your bracelet. If made on one loom, this bracelet will need to be extended to fit a wrist comfortably. Place your loom so that the red arrow is pointing away from you, and place a row of bands along one side of your loom. To extend the bracelet, you must first decide how many additional bands you'll need. For smaller wrists, you may only need 3 or 4 bands. For larger wrists, you may need 6 or more. Once you've placed the number of bands that you needed for your extension, you'll place the cap band from the bracelet from this last pin to the one behind it. So you locate the cap band and stretch it from the last pin to the one behind it. Now you loop the single chain. And once you've looped this last band, you'll pull it into the center pin, and this creates an area where you can attach your C-clip. Grab your C-clip, place the open side forward, and then snap that over the bands. Make sure it's on there securely, and then you can remove your extension from the loom. On the other end, pull your hook away from your bracelet, slide your fingers into those bands, locate your C-clip on the other end, pull the bands to one side, snap the C-clip over the other bands, and secure on each side, and then you have your finished Liberty Twist bracelet.